Hello everyone. This is the second lecture of social science and now today we are going to study about geography chapter number 1, that is resources and development. Have you remembered in the last video we have seen that economics chapter number 1, that is related with the development and developmental notions. So today we are going to talk about the resources and development. So this chapter is basically, I'll just give you a brief intro about this chapter. Have a look on that. So basically, if we talk about resources, already we have seen that resources is everything which is available in our environment and which can be used to satisfy our need. Okay, provided technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable, and can be termed as resources. Okay, here what we are talking the resources is that thing which satisfy the human needs, and the conditions are there. Technologically it should be accessible, economically feasible means we are able to buy it, we can use it, and culturally acceptable is basically means that the culture should not denied that. Okay, for example, I'll give you one example of that. Suppose the some resources are there in your village and these resources are below the temple. Okay, so society will not allow you to dig or to remove that temple, and you have to take that particular resources. So culturally that is not possible. So if that is possible, then that is known as resource. Otherwise, it is not termed as resource. Okay. So basically here you just go to that. This is the table which is given for the resources. Resources are basically divided into natural and human made. Okay, renewable, non-renewable. Okay, these are the, so we will talk about one by one. Okay, here biotic resources on the basis of origin. Suppose somebody will in your examination the question will ask like basis of origin, just differentiate the resources. So first is biotic and abiotic. Already you have seen that in your science in your last class also. So here the biotics are okay, have life and such as human beings like flora, fauna. These are biotic. Abiotics are like rocks, metals. These are abiotics. On the basis of exhaustibility means something which is going to be exhaust, finished. Okay, renewable resources which can be renewed like water. Okay, if it is finished again through the rain, it will be renewed. And for non-renewable resources are those which cannot be renewed and it will take a long time to be renewed, like petrol and all that. Okay, on the basis of ownership basis, like individual resources, suppose my own car, my own vehicle, my own house, and everything is known as individual resources. Community owned resources mean which are related with the particular community, like grazing grounds, or okay, these are related with the particular community. Here one thing you have to understand, national resources are those resources which are the resources up to 12 nautical miles, means 22.2 kilometers from the ocean boundary of a nation. Okay, ocean boundary of a nation means what? The India, if you just look at the India map, there is the ocean is also there in the south. So the from the coastal boundary up to 22.2 kilometer, 12 nautical miles is known as national resources. Okay, clear here. And national resources are those resources, the oceanic resources beyond 200 nautical miles from the India. If we talk, we are standing in the we are here in the India, and from Indian coastal to 200 nautical miles. 1 nautical mile is equals to 1.8 kilometer. 1.8 kilometer, make a note. 1.8 kilometer is known as 1 nautical mile. So what we are talking, from Indian coastal boundary, 200 nautical mile is known as international resource. So here one question should arise in your mind. What is that? Okay, I think those who got the question, good. Just listen. That here in national resources, what we have seen up to 12 nautical miles, and in international, what we are talking 200 nautical miles. So what about 12 nautical miles to 200 nautical miles? In between, what is that particular distance? Which and that area is related to which country? So that we have to find it out for the answer. Okay, that is related with US, United Nations. Sorry, UN. that is related with United Nations. United Nation is what? Basically a group of nations, and they will give that particular area to the nation who is actually benefited for that. Okay, now who is actually required that. Okay, so 212 to 200 nautical miles, the area which is benefited for a particular nation, which is given by the UN, United Nation. Okay. So next is potential developed stock. These are some resources. So you just go through that. Reserves is also there, and next we will talk about development of resources, how we can do it. Resources should be used in an optimum manner. Accumulation of resources in the few hand should not be there. Now another thing, to protect the resources, we have one Earth Summit that is in this Brazil, Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit. Just go through that. Just listen. This is Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit 1992 in Brazil. It took place, and where 100 heads of the states come, and they have put Agenda 21. Agenda 21 is what? Agenda 21 because they are going to protect the resources in the coming 21st century. That's why it is called Agenda 21. Okay, just go through that. Later on, resource planning. Okay, second part of resources and development geography chapter. Okay, yes, resource planning. We have to plan our resources because what happened, like in different states are having different resources. Suppose some resources are available in Rajasthan but they are not present in MP. Some resources are available in MP but they are not present in Rajasthan. So that we have to find it out, the resource planning in a better way. Okay, which are the points for resource planning? Just here in India, the resource plan can be done first: identification and inventory of resources. We have to identify and we have to make a stock of that. Then second point, evolving a planning structure, how we are going to utilize that. And the third one is matching the resources development plans with the overall national development plan, how much we have planned to utilize it, and what how much resources required for the development of nation. Okay, so this is basically resource planning, and the next topic it will come in this, that is land resource. We'll talk about the land resource. So land resource, if we talk about the different utilization of land, we have a different types of land, or we can talk about the forest is also available. Land not available for cultivation, like barren or wasteland. Barren means a banjar one, that you cannot grow anything on the barren land. Okay, land put to non-agriculture purpose, like the land where you are using roads, buildings, factories, and all this. The other uncultivated land, per, oh, sorry, permanent pastures, grazing lands, and all this. Clear? Follow land means different. We can say like different plates are there for the land. Net zone area or gross cropped area. Net zone area. What is that net zone area? And gross cropped area. Net zone area means what is exactly is there. For example, you have a land of 2 hectare. You have a 2 hectare land. In 2 hectare land, you will grow your crops in 3 times. In different season, in different months, you are growing that crops in 3 times. Okay, so total gross cropped area is how much? 222. It means 6 hectare is the gross cropped area, and net sown area is only 2 hectare. So make a note on that. In examination, this type of questions definitely will come. You have to write a note on that. Okay, net sown area. Okay, next, land use pattern in India. We will talk how much land the people are using in different way. Okay, and the next is soil as a resource. How we are going to use that soil, different type of soil. Classification of soils. If we talk alluvial soil, black soil. Black soil is also known as regular soil. Okay, alluvial soil is some kind of a, just you can look in the this picture. Okay, yes, and this khadar and Bangar, sorry, khadar and Bangar. It is the more fine particle and more fertile than the Bangar. Okay. Next, next your topic is related with okay, different red and yellow soil, arid soil, laterite soil. Just go through that. It's very easy. You can find it out in the pictures also. You will find different type of these soils. The main topic now came soil erosion, soil conservation. How the soil erosion? The in examination question will come on this particular soil erosion means the wash off of the surface soil of that particular land is known as soil erosion. And another question will come about this gullies. Gullies here, just go to that gullies. One word you can find it out. I have zoomed for you. This is gullies. Gullies. What is gullies? Just the land become unfit for cultivation is known as bad land. Okay, in the Chambal basin, such lands are called ravines. The running waters here, gullies. You can see that the running water cuts through the clavely soils and makes deep channels as gullies. Okay, this is what. Here you can see the picture of that. I think it is, yes, gullies. Gully. You can find out this is known as gully. Okay.